Ever heard of Black McAdam?
What is that, a band?
Motorcycle gang.
You know, it's funny. I've actually met people like that before.
You know, it looks bad. You sneak into town and I'm not aware.
Come on, it's all right.
Roxy, one of the biker gang's higher-ups, goes to the diner to meet with her ATF handlers, and Roxy tells them about Dwight being their rival gang. Hendrix wants to inform the FBI about Dwight while Stacy tries to steer it back to the guns.
Your job is to get information on Keel and Waltrip, not bullshit Italians.
Because Stacy wants evidence on Keel to put him away. Dwight visits Tina the next day to tell her Nico is gone because
I'm your father, and I love you. This was justifiable vengeance. This is a bond between father and daughter.
Tina is unsure of her family's safety, but Dwight assures her Pete will only go after him and leaves. Chicky is annoyed with Dwight's actions because
In the club, though? No warning, no nothing? 5 hours it took to clean up.
Pete thinks Dwight's actions were justified because any of them would have eliminated Nico if they had known. Pete slaps Chicky for saying,
Enough already. Take him out. Him and his fucking daughter.
Chicky is fed up with Dwight's disrespect, but Pete scolds him for not being as good as Dwight. Dwight goes back to Tulsa and is a bit annoyed, but Tyson tells him,
Go hold off. Spent the night in jail. They took my phone, which is why I couldn't get in contact with you.
They go to the dispensary to find it closed, and Bodie isn't answering his phone. At the ranch, Roxy asks Armand if Dwight is willing to meet with Keel to settle the beef, and Armand tells her,
Well, I'll relay it after that. It's out of my hands.
Back at the ATF, Stacy argues not to tell the FBI because
And take credit for our whole investigation? I mean, that's assuming they don't just fuck up the whole thing first.
Hendrix didn't listen and calls the FBI. Dwight goes to the pub later to see if Mitch knows what happened. Mitch tells Dwight that Bodie got snatched up and assumes he's still riled up because
I tried calling him, nothing, the shop's closed, everything.
Dwight will talk with the biker gang and calls Tina later to check up on her, but finds out someone called her. Dwight calls Goody to fly out to deal with the recent incident. The next day, Stacy meets Dwight at the bowling alley to find out what Dwight is doing in Tulsa because of all the shady things he's been doing. She warns Dwight that the FBI is on his back with the Nico situation and to stop messing with Keel because
The FBI keeps taking a finds out about you and me. I am fucked.
Dwight leaves after some banter. Goody tells Pete Dwight's message, and Pete tells Goody to see what Dwight wants. The FBI interrupts Bodie's meditation and they raid his dispensary, but they can't find any weed or money. Dwight meets with Keel to hash out the beef, but Dwight gives Keel a warning.
There's not a thing you or anybody is going to do about it.
And he already plans to drop out of the nitrous business. They go back to the pub for a meeting, and Bodie drops by to complain about
They cleaned out the safe, took all my cash as well as my product, and getting interrogated and raided by the fucking FBI.
Mitch pats Bodie down to make sure he's not wearing a wire. Dwight finds out Bodie didn't rat him out and called him a partner. Christmas came early because Dwight took everything before the FBI could raid the place and gives Bodie back his goods because
Got a gut feeling these guys were going to raid, so we put it all on ice.
The next day, Dwight enjoys his morning coffee and finds out from Spencer that old Pilot is about to be put down. So Dwight brings Spencer along to the slaughterhouse to rescue Pilot, and Spencer will be Pilot's caretaker because she quit her job. Stacy calls Dwight to get Dwight to go undercover for her, but Dwight won't do it because he's not a rat. At the Black McAdam spot, Keel plans to launch a surprise attack to send a message because the talk fell through. Dwight goes to the ranch, and the boss Margaret gives Dwight 1 week to make arrangements for Pilot because she doesn't plan to keep Pilot at her ranch. Emery drops Tina and the kids off, and when he walks back after parking, he gets attacked by Chicky. Dwight goes to the pub after and offers to invest in Mitch's rundown pub. He gives Mitch ideas to liven up the pub, and when they prepare for closing, bullets are flying into the pub. Luckily, no one was shot and they move out to eliminate the shooter. Mitch takes up on Dwight's deal to become partners because the pub needs an overhaul. Well, that's it for Tulsa King Season 1 Episode 6. Watch what YouTube thinks you might like next and let me know if they got it right. If you enjoyed the recap, please support me by leaving a like, and thanks for watching.
He dropped me and the boys off. Some guy attacked him.
It could be a warning.
Is there something you're not telling me?
There he is, the general.
So what do you think of the deal?
I was in prison for a long, long time.
Did you kill Carson Pike? I could arrest you right now.